Hello and welcome everyone to this primary markets webinar for Secure2Go. Today we are hosting Brenton Scott, the CEO of Secure2Go, to further outline the company and the opportunity. Today's format is a familiar one, 10 to 15 minute presentation with the ability to ask questions at the end. As a reminder, this webinar is being recorded and will be posted to our platform in the next day or so. So if there is something you want to recall or you thought you missed something, rest assured you'll be able to access it on the platform. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Brenton. Thanks, Brenton.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks for the intro, and thanks for hosting the webinar for Secure2Go. Secure2Go, as the first slide suggests, we're in remote asset management, monitoring and security, which effectively means what we do is we provide information to end users, whether that be a builder, a manufacturer, a dealer, or the end user, the owner of the asset, with information, key information off their assets that they effectively can't see. It's an integrated hardware software solution, and it's really designed to provide peace of mind security to ultimately the end user, but there's different stakeholders throughout the process of an asset being managed and monitoring that we also provide information to. The business, because of its platform, is highly scalable. There's many product vertical applications that can be applied to, but what we've opted to move into first up, and I'll get onto that more when we move through the presentation, is the boating sector. The way we help clients, we provide them with key information that they, or we believe, and working in conjunction with them, they want off their asset. We're in the marine, automotive and occupational health and safe industries, and solutions can be adapted to suit the end user with whatever they need to see. The actual platform itself, we have this communications platform that is multi-cord with firewalls, hosting, varying hosting requirements. We cover off privacy, and effectively we're installing hardware onto an asset. It gets sent through the cellular network through to our platform, and our platform then sends that information out as a solution, whether that be via SMS, through an app, through the web, or to a third-party application. Why we chose boating is highly scalable, massive market, good margins, and we have a relationship from prior experience with the boating manufacturer community. We obviously, and like any IT company, you can keep developing, and if you give engineers enough time and enough money, they'll keep developing and don't bring a product to market. So what we decided was, let's get the boating product complete, but rather than complete a product, then move into sales and hope that somebody's going to buy it, we've gone to the end users, boat manufacturers in particular, to work out what they would require from this type of product if it was installed in their boat at time of manufacture, which ultimately then goes to the dealer, which then goes to the end customer. So the manufacturers we're talking to, we can do a white label solution, and the ones that we're talking to or doing pilot programs with is Princess and Fairline in the United Kingdom, and Cobalt Cruises Yachts and Chris Craft in the US. So Secure Boat, we obviously provide information to the boat owner. We're also designing portals for the manufacturer, so there's certain information that the manufacturer will be able to achieve off that boat once the boat leaves the factory. The dealer portal, so the person that sells the customer the boat will have a portal, and that dealer will be able to monitor key things to do with the boat, which is designed to assist with him or her managing the boat on behalf of the customer, and basically fixing faults as they occur, and quite possibly fixing faults basically as the owner finds out about it and really doesn't have to worry about it. So it's all designed to provide information to assist the end user, being the customer. From the point of view from the customer, and having experience, having represented a US boat manufacturer previously and obviously selling boats to end users, I've acted as a dealer. I've dealt with manufacturers, and obviously I've dealt with the end user, the customer. And there's certain alerts that boat owners just want that they currently don't get. So for the boat owner, things like bilge pumps being activated and running for longer than what they should, shore power disconnection, security alarms, tender being removed. There's a number of things that we can provide, and it becomes critical. To give you an example on the shore power disconnection, if the shore power gets disconnected and the owner doesn't know about it, there's a number of things that can happen. If the boat's taking on water, there's a leak through a skin fitting or something like that, the bilge pumps will continue to pump that out until such time as the batteries have run out. Once the batteries run out, bilge pump doesn't work. If the shore power is not reconnected, the boat will just fill with water. So that creates a massive insurance problem. And depending upon whether it was a maintenance issue on the boat that the shore power was disconnected, or it could have been a power outage at the marina, owners want to know when their shore power is not connected. There's obviously a major health issue as well. Most boats that sit in marinas or yacht clubs have fridge and freezers. Obviously, if there's no power, fridge and freezers stop. The owner could go down a month later and not have known that for 4 or 5 days during that last month, shore power was disconnected, his fridge and freezers were off, everything got thawed out, and then obviously everything refroze. Now, obviously from a health perspective, that can be a major problem. So we provide information to the end user, real-time information as things happen on his boat. So we believe that this is a product that the end users will definitely want to use, and we've got the manufacturers buy-in in that they believe so too. So the planned post-pilots with the manufacturers is it will be full rollout on their vessels as a standard feature. The end user will have an app. So you'll see on the you'll see screenshots of some apps concerning, the top left one, shore powers. Yep, that's all connected. DC power's fine, bilge pump's fine, tenders there. You'll see as you move across that where there's alerts. So if shore power's disconnected, it's a problem. He's told about it straight away. He can either call the marina and have it checked out. He can call the dealer if the dealer's at the marina. He can call a friend who he knows is down at the marina on his boat or on his own boat or somebody else's boat. Or he can go down himself and fix the problem. Also provides information around where the boat is, and we'll be also putting in a log so that there'll be a log of alarms and events that can be recorded. The key benefits, I won't run through this in too much detail. It's there up on the screen. The dealers, it really provides him with the information to provide additional support to the owner. The builder can identify any regular problems with the particular model. It improves the relationship between both the dealer and the customer. At the end of the day, the Princess builder wants the Princess owner who's got a 50-foot Princess to ultimately buy the 60-foot or the 70-foot Princess and doesn't want him going off buying the Fairline or the Sunseeker or the Azimuth. So it's all about customer satisfaction, customer service, and keeping the owner within the boat manufacturer's family. From an insurance perspective, this is a very, very interesting space that we've found ourselves in, lucky enough to find ourselves in. We were approached by Munich Re, who's the largest reinsurer in the world. They were looking for a product for one of their wholly owned insurance subsidiaries. The subsidiary is GJW in the UK, which is the largest direct boat insurance company in the UK. So they found our product because they saw a product like ours could assist dramatically with claim validation and claim management. I was invited across to London. I went and met with Munich Re. First thing they wanted to do was do a business case review just to make sure that the product was actually going to deliver what they wanted to deliver, to assist them with their key points. So we did that, we ticked that box, so there was definitely a business case, which they agreed they wanted to move forward on. Munich Re don't enter into any form of agreement with just anyone, so they wanted to do a tech review, understand exactly how our platform works, understand the security, the language of the code, the firewalls, the hosting, the privacy issues, etc. So we had a 90-minute teleconference with some tech guys in Munich, London, and our tech team here in Perth. And I was happy to say that we passed through all that. They were happy with the way we're doing things and the protocols that we'd put in place. And from that, we ended up putting in an MOU around a pilot program for the subsidiary company, which kicks off in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're just finalising the user agreements for their customers. So a 3-way agreement between GJW, ourselves and the customer. And that's a 12-boat pilot program we're doing. From the date the 12th install is done, it's a 45-day pilot program. The MOU that was put in place states that post-pilot, the aim is to enter into a supply contract between Secure2Go and GJW. They've already asked for exclusivity within the insurance sector for this product. We were happy to grant that on the basis that they do enter into a long-term contract. And secondly, they take a strategic investment into Secure2Go, which has been quantified at between $1.5 and $2 million. Now, having just got back from London and went to Southampton Boat Show and met with the hierarchy of Munich Re, I can categorically say that they want exclusivity. They're very, very excited about what the product can do for them. They think it'll assist them to get a larger footprint in insurance. So we're pushing ahead as quickly as we can to get the pilot programs done, and they'll end up with a portal effectively showing every boat that they have insured that has our product. They'll be able to see key information. Obviously, there'll be a new insurance offering, and it'll be a discounted insurance offering similar to the UE model, I suppose, in Australia in relation to cars, which is based on usage. By having our product installed, they'll have clear visibility around things they want to know about the boat, which assists with their claim management and claim validation. So I mean that's a massive opportunity that we've managed to find and are working through that as quickly as we can.
And are you looking at similar things in other sectors?
We are. We're moving. We started initially looking in the car space. The car space, and I won't sort of go into too much detail, but it was basically a car dealer group here in Perth that came up with a specific need. We designed a product around their specific need, which was an RF product which allowed every car on his lot to have a tag, and the tag reported through RF and provided details around its location, when it left the yard, when it came back to the yard. He just wanted to know at any one time what cars were on his lot, what cars weren't on his lot, and where they were. So we designed that. We're trialling that right now for him, and as part of that process, he wanted a retail offering for a basic tracking device for a vehicle that he could sell at time of sale. The customer gets an app, and so we did that as well. So that's Secure Drive, which is on the presentation. Secure Fleet is the RF product around giving him details of what every vessel on the car yard. On a construction and resources perspective, we have products. We're not really pushing too far into this. It's a product that's there. I didn't see high scalability, high margins. It would need to have huge volume. And really, for now, all the time and effort is being predominantly pumped into the boating side because highly scalable, great margins, and we've already established half a dozen end users that we believe will be instrumental in creating huge value for this business.
Thank you, Brenton.
Organisation. We keep things pretty tight in relation to the overall number of people within the company. We've got 2 full-time tech guys. We are in the process through Seek employing probably another 2 or 3 in the software area because the software side involves the developing or the final development of the portals which link in with the app and all this communications protocol. So we keep it pretty tight from an employee perspective, and where possible we'll outsource and get people in as and when we're required. From an outlook as to where we think we're going to be, obviously Secure Boat and Secure Drive and Secure Fleet are the key areas that we believe we're going to attract the most revenue. The numbers that drive the numbers on the profit and loss forecasts are what we believe very, very achievable. For example, in the boating space, we're looking for FY18 selling 2,183 Secure2Go boat products, split between a platinum, gold, and a silver. Obviously, silver's the low end, low cost, lower margin. And when I say lower margin, that'll still be operating at a 50 to 55% gross profit margin, up to the Secure Boat Platinum, which is for larger vessels, which will be attracting a 75 to 80% gross profit margin. The Secure fleet, the numbers on that is only being driven by the one dealership group, which is 12 car dealerships. So again, we haven't really forecasted too much growth on the car side. We're just going to deliver what this dealer group requires and focus more so on the boat side. Now, the 5 manufacturers who are doing pilot programs for manufacture 10,000 new boats a year. So we're only planning on getting to 20% of them during FY18, 70% into FY19, and by FY20, we believe we'll have all 10,000. I think we'll do quicker than that, and we'll obviously end up with more manufacturers coming online. And it also doesn't factor in anything to do with Munich Re and what potential we have with them. We've currently got 53 million shares on issue. We're raising up to $1 million. We put a minimum of 750, which we've already achieved. We're sitting at roughly 850,000 raised to date. So to get our million, we've only got 150,000 left. We will take up to 1.25, but it's also something that we do need to close. I seem to spend a lot of time raising money rather than focusing on the relationships with the customers and obviously sourcing new customers. So we're pretty keen within the next week or two to close it off. I'm confident we'll hit the mill. But let's see what the next couple of weeks brings in relation to where we can get to, and if we can get to the 1.25, great, we'll take it. If we get to $1 million, that's also fine. And if we don't get another cent between now and the next couple of weeks, well, we've got 850, and again, that gives me the capital that I need to achieve what I want to do. I'm just going to go through a couple of the highlights, which I have touched on the MOU with the leading global insurer, which is Munich Re. So as I said, it is pilot programs for 12. The 12 vessels are going to be between, they're going to be global. We're going to provide 4 vessels in Australia, 2 in the US, and 6 out of the UK. And those 12 vessels will be on a portal so that they can monitor location, shore power connection, bilge pump activity, and if the vessel has a smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector installed on the boat, we'll pull a feed off that and we'll do an alert for those as well. Obviously, we've got US and UK boat builders we're doing pilot programs for. We only started with those 5. They're known to us. We've got a relationship with them, and we'll look at expanding that. In 3 weeks' time, I'm off to Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I've got meetings with new manufacturers there, and also meeting up with the guys from the Munich Re subsidiary, GJW, as they are looking over the next 6 months to set up a wholly owned boat insurance subsidiary in the US. And the US is unquestionably the largest boating market in the world. So given the relationship we've established, if we can piggyback on the back of their insurance offering into the US, it'll be crazy numbers, which would be very good for us. And just on the crazy number side, when I was in the UK, this is another opportunity through Munich Re, which the funny thing is, just opportunities seem to be, every time you meet with them, come up. They mentioned to me an opportunity with a membership organisation called River Canal Rescue. River Canal Rescue is like we have RAC for vehicles. It's a membership service provided to canal boat owners. The CEO of GJW was explaining that they're just putting an insurance package together for the membership, and they want to put an offering out to all the canal boat operators. This membership base currently has 17,000 canal boat owners, which is a staggering number. and we're going to be working out a way that they can do an insurance offering to each and every one of them, which will incorporate our product, which will assist them to de-risk the insurance side to allow a cheaper premium, which will in turn allow our product to be incorporated into it. So we're doing all our numbers. I'm back in the UK 3 weeks in 3 weeks, and then heading to Fort Lauderdale. And we're going to sit down, meet with the River Canal Rescue organisation and work out exactly the best way to do it. But I dare to say if we can crack into that market, it'll be very, very lucrative. The idea there would be to sell the product pretty much at cost, but then pick up a trailing income as a percentage of the insurance premium. So then we've created a nice little cash flow residual income business from that opportunity. The night that I had met the CEO of GJW to discuss that, I caught up with the managing director of Munich Re Syndicate Limited. He'd been out the week before with the CEO to look at this opportunity, and when I said 17,000 was an amazing number, he said, yeah, but there's 92,000 registered canal boats in the UK, so the offering is going to be to try and get all 92,000 under this River Canal Rescue organisation, and the insurance offering will not only incorporate our product, but will incorporate membership to that as well. So it's an opportunity that could be worth anything to us. It would blow all our forecasts out of the water. As I've said on the financial outlook there, the numbers that we've used in our forecasts are only based on manufacturer installs. Doesn't take into account any retrofit installs at the moment. Nothing to do with Munich Re, and no marina, yacht club or boat club sales have been included. And just quickly on that again through Munich Re, they've signed up 2 large marina groups in the UK, and collectively these marina owners have 150 marinas scattered throughout Europe. So on average of 250 to 300 boats at every marina, it's a massive market that they want to try and tap into as they're insuring the marina. Obviously, they'll be looking at putting an insurance offering out to the boat owners within the marina. And from an insurance perspective, our product being sold as an insurance offering for us is perfect. It's probably the second largest cost the boat owners have once they've bought the boat. Nobody really likes paying insurance, so if they can opt in for a discount but know that the insurer is going to have to receive key information, our belief, and certainly Munich Re's belief, is that a lot of people will take it up. So we're expecting a good take-up from an insurance perspective.
Fantastic. Thank you, Brenton. All right, that's been very comprehensive. I think that's all we've got time for today. Again, it's obviously the offer was for a minimum of 750,000 up to overs of 1.25 million Australian. The raise is currently at just over 850,000. So if anyone with interest, please don't hesitate to contact us to get more information, and happy to put you in touch with Brenton to see if to get any more that you need before making a decision. So thanks very much for your time today, Brenton.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to take us through the story so far, and obviously very exciting times ahead. And thanks to everyone for listening. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.